I swear, out of like the 7 Alien RPG sessions we had, the 5 Twilight 2000 sessions we had, there were like 0 tech issues, and we get some of the old...
What?
Yeah, I know.
I don't believe that.
Really? Yeah, that sounds like bullshit. My white balance is off.
Is it? I think mine
Pull the
is...
whole thing
I
off.
feel like...
I'm doing it without a good white balance.
Adam, it's good to have you back, mate. Have you missed having some RPGs in your life, or have you just been too busy to really think about it?
I missed it to a degree.
Okay.
That's why.
What do you think?
I wasn't sitting around pining for it or anything, but
You can take it or leave it.
being no. Being in the Discord and seeing you guys playing Alien, and then the other one, Twilight, I was like, I'm starting to get the itch again. You know, when you don't do something for a while because you're like, okay, I need a break from that for a while, but then you build up the itch again. That's what it's been like for me.
Yeah. It was good. It was cool to be trying out some new systems, and we're going to continue trying out some new systems with Dragonbane, which I have the physical in my hands as well as having it like in Roll20, and I've got a PDF loaded up into Copilot if I need to get any quick answers as well.
Copilot?
Yeah.
Do you have the Copilot button on your keyboard though?
I don't. Oh, wait, because it's
Put it on your stream deck.
Damn it. Because I think they're replacing, on Windows keyboards, there's like a little menu button that literally nobody in the planet uses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're replacing that with the Copilot button that nobody on the planet will use instead.
All dated.
Yeah.
I thought Copilot was like a GitHub thing, isn't it?
That's a different one.
Same name. Okay.
Yep.
For some reason, yeah.
Yep.
Is it the same name?
Same name.
Yeah, there's Copilot for GitHub, which is all about like the coding side of things. Yeah, but then there's just like Copilot built into Windows. So you probably, if you're using, are you a Windows or a Mac person, Adam?
Come on. We've been arguing about this in the Discord
Linux.
for years.
Linux.
Yeah. I've written my custom OS. Nothing met by me.
Adam OS.
No, I'm
got
on
an Adam
OS.
button.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just Mac.
All right. Okay. Well, then you can still use it via Bing if you want to ever.
Yeah, use your Bing button.
Okay. So I thought what we'll do to get into the whole Dragonbane side of things is before we get started next week with the proper jumping into the campaign, we obviously need to have characters created, set up, ready to go. I thought it'd be good to go over like some sort of differences between systems you guys might know and this system as well. So just a little jump into some of the rules. And then also just typical like session 0 stuff as like figuring out what are some topics we don't want to touch on, what are we happy to do, are there any no-nos that we want to stay clear of, and sort of just a path forward before we jump into it. Does that sound good? Does that sound about right?
Yay.
All right. So we'll jump into so in Roll20, I've given you guys all access to something with just your name, just like Shannon's character, Jolene's character. You've all got, I think you can all see each other's, which I thought might be a good thing to have, but you can only edit the one with your name. And I figured you've got like, we've been talking about in our Discord ideas for characters. I don't know how far into that process each of you have got. But I'm excited to like understand where we're going to be with like all the different characters, and then once we have all the characters, how they kind of, why they'd be traveling together and sort of how would they know each other and stuff, I think is a good aspect of that as well, so we can figure out like camaraderie and stuff like that. Who wants to like start with the character side of things? Do we have anyone who's just like super excited to get started into
Roll a dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a D4.
Before we do, is Reagan sounding like really tinny to everyone else? Does his like sound quality like abruptly change, or is it just me? That's just me.
Beautiful.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Thank you.
Sing us a song.
Dulcet tones.
He's an AI.
Yeah, sounds fine.
Yeah. We good? How's the chat? How am I sounding? Is everything sounding okay from the chat point of view?
The Sinatra filter's working like a charm.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. It might just be on your side, Adam. I'm not sure.
I'm
How
probably
about the
iOS
rest of us? Are we
Windows.
doing it?
You know what happened? I clicked into Roll20. I just clicked into Roll20, and that's when it happened. And then I've just closed down that browser window, and now you sound great again.
Oh,
Because it also has maybe audio. No, it doesn't have audio on there. Right?
wait a minute.
No, it does. It does.
Reagan showed us how to turn it off.
Yeah.
Mine's restarting.
You know, that's right. I'm just restarting
What
the entire.
You're in control.
I'm in control.
You're in control of my
Annexations.
computer.
I'm just. I'm in the mainframe. I am.
Mainframe.
Commander Swift
I've heard
Cloak.
that reference for a while.
Commander Swift Cloak in the chat says I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you so much. Thanks. Yeah. Well, let's go through that again then, Adam. Just for your sake. In the settings, go to the audio and video tab. Just make sure everything's turned off there. In the video display, just change it to names only. And in the dice option, just turn everything on. That's like the fast version.
He went through nice and slowly for me.
Way slower.
What the?
In the settings up the very top right, there's a cog.
I've only just found the fucking settings cog.
Yeah.
So if you could just do
Yeah,
I get
done them all.
those instructions, if you could just do those, that would
Ask Copilot.
be yeah.
Master.
Program.
I've only got. No one joins this to hear me navigate my way through a
Yes, I
side
do.
menu. So you just do your thing, and I'll try my best to not fuck this up.
Audio and video. There's 2 tabs
Yeah.
in there, and then there's also
Yeah.
dice options.
Yeah,
Turn those
and on the 2 tabs, there's nothing about turning anything off.
Okay. Well, I did just change a few things, so maybe that fixed it. for
Yeah, they
everyone,
disappeared.
so-
All those
yeah,
things
yeah.
have disappeared.
So you're good. You're good. You're probably you're totally good now. Let's. Okay. Right. So a D4, right? We'll roll a D4.
Roll it.
Right.
Adam, as far as how the stream sees it, Adam is in number 1 position, then Reese in number 2, Shannon in number 3, Jolene in 4, or as we have been told, we could call her Moj, is in number 4. So I'll roll a D4. It is a 2. We're going to start with Reese.
Oh,
I'm going to bring up, like, on my side, your character stuff as well. I assume only one of us will be able to edit it at a time, so maybe I shouldn't have it
Okay.
up. Maybe I'll bring up someone else's, so like the stream can see like what is being shown. Okay. What have you figured out? So with the big difference between like Dragonbane and something like Dungeons and Dragons, instead of class and species, there's kin and profession. Have you kind of thought about the kin and the profession that you want? Each of them have like very specific bonuses assigned to them or abilities assigned to them. But that's kind of it. The big difference is there's really all just like 1, maybe 2 abilities that you get that really differentiates each of these classes and professions, or kin and professions. And I think it's because they don't want you to be tied down too much to anything too specific, maybe. I don't know.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking for my character, the character's name is Wilggis, which is half of Wilson and the reverse of Sig, which I thought was pretty clever.
Wilggis.
Wilggis.
Okay.
And for the kin, I'll be a human. And for profession, I'll be super bold. And I'm going to roll to see what profession I'm going
I
to get.
like that. I like
So I'm a
that.
little bit terrified, but I figured the dice can't hurt me this early, right?
Yeah,
Bring
so
up chaos.
the thing with humans is they have an ability called adaptive. So it's to use this ability, it costs 3 willpower points. You have willpower instead of spell slots. It's kind of just like this, these points that you can spend on abilities or spells and stuff like that. When rolling for a skill, any skill, you can choose to make the roll using any other skill of your choice. So if you are asked to roll for like bartering, but your character sucks at it, you can be like, hey, my guy is actually really good at languages and I'd rather roll that instead. So you can kind of just spend 3 points, roll something else. And as long as you can give a good, like if you said, I'm going to use acrobatics, as long as you've got a good reason, I'll let you do it.
Nice.
Yeah, so it says the GM has the final word, but I should be lenient. So realistically, if you can explain it in a good way, then just go hard, change to whatever you want. And you're going to roll for your profession. So that's a D10.
A D10. And in the book they've got them listed out, right? One is
Correct.
artisan all the way through to 10 is thief.
Yes. Are there any that you're hoping for?
I'm fearing bard.
Okay.
So I think as long as I'm not on bard,
Bard
I'll
it
be
is.
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want, we can give you like one out where you can just be like, look, you can roll twice, like roll with advantage, basically.
Ah, okay.
Or as this game calls it, a boon. You can roll with a boon. Which,
Roll with a boon.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll. Let's get dicey. And it's a 9.
That's a
Translate
scholar.
to scholar.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm happy with scholar. I'll do that.
Okay, so the key attribute for a scholar is intelligence. We'll get into skills shortly because the way that it works is when creating a character, you get to like boost numbers depending on skills that you choose from that list. So what we will figure out here, if you type into your character sheet the profession and your kin, I think your kin, which you've chosen human, also dictates like your movement speed.
Yeah,
Oh no,
that's
no,
right.
that's age. Age dictates that. Okay, we'll get onto that. Give me a D6, and this is going to decide your starting gear.
Hoi. I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you start with a short sword, bandages, sleeping poison, sleeping pelt, lantern, lamp oil, flint and tinder, D6 of food rations, and D10 of silver. So you can kind of like put that in when you get a chance. You've got between now and next week. You've got the you've got the a version of a PDF of all of that, so you can kind of chuck that in. And I think the system has it so that like there is in Roll20 things you can just drag straight into your character sheet as well.
Primo, thank you. I shall populate it
Which
with
is,
the
yeah.
stuff.
A little compendium. Do we... Have you thought... So what was its name? Just
Wilggis.
Wilggis. All right, cool. Have you thought of an age for Wilggis? The human... It's a very
let's
human
go-
name as well, Wilggis.
Yeah.
It. So have you heard of its name? Just correct me.
So Wilggis is going to be 40 years old, and I'm going to go with an inconsistent accent like this if it doesn't piss off everybody
No,
on the stream and here. If
that
that's
does...
all right.
It sounds like a Wilggis, to be honest. That's great. So... That means, well, so there's 3 sort of age classes. There's young, adult, and old. And because I'm around 40, I'm not going to say it's old. So I'll say adult for that.
Adult.
I think adult's fine. Do we all agree for an adult human, 40 is adult and not old?
The peak, I'd say. Absolute peak.
I'd say mid.
Is this like
The precipice of a
14?
steep downhill drop.
So, if you'd chosen young, then you get like some boosts to agility and constitution. If you'd chosen old, you'd get some decreases to certain things. But as an adult, you're fine. There's no attribute adjustments here. So the next thing we're going to do, roll 4d6.
4d6.
We're going to do this a few times.
Okay. I'm going to find the clickety button for 4d6, and then I'm going to click it. Well, hey, a total of 11.
So we're not going to use totals. We're going to take the worst dice out of that. So which is 1. So you got 2, 1, 3, 5. We add those up, and you can assign 10, so the number 10, to one of your skills, either strength, constitution, agility, intelligence,
okay.
will, or charisma. So the higher the number, the better.
Okay, so I've set intelligence to 10.
Cool. Give me another 4d6. We're just going to do this a few more times.
I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Cool. So we'll remove the 3 out of that, and you've got 12. So assign 12 to one of the other.
Okay, so my strength is 12.
Cool. Give me another roll.
This game is easy.
Yeah. 6 plus 9, 15. So assign 15 somewhere.
15 to Constitution.
Cool.
And roll again.
Yep. 8 plus 6, 14.
For agility, 14. Done.
Cool.
And
And one
roll
more.
again.
So that's 12. You can assign 12. Is that all of them?
That's 12 for willpower. I've just got charisma left.
yeah,
So I roll that too.
Yeah, roll that as well. Oh shit, that's pretty good. 12, 16? 16 to something.
Done.
And now you get to swap 2 of the numbers if you want to.
Okay.
So if there's something you're just kind of like, nah, I actually want that to change, you can just swap 2 scores around.
I'll swap intelligence to 60 and charisma to 10.
Okay, cool. Movement, because you're a human, you get movement of 10, so chuck that in there as well. Hit points, maximum number is equal to your con, but can be increased by... Oh yeah, robust. Okay, cool. So what you'll find is in your sheet there, you'll have all of the figures underneath, all of your like skills should have different numbers attached to them now.
Yeah, I see that.
What you're going to get to do is you're going to get to double a few of these now. This is when you're choosing kind of like the equivalent of like D&D proficiencies.
Okay.
So every skill is blah, blah, blah. This is, yep. Yeah, I'm just trying to have a look here. In addition to the base chances, depending on your age, so you get a total of 10 trained skills. 6 of those must be from ones listed with your profession. So if you have a look at your profession.
And I'm choosing 10.
So if you have a look, where's your profession? You're a scholar, yeah?
Yeah, page 22.
By the way, feel free, for the others that are sitting around, feel free to start like looking into this and even rolling dice and start filling out your stuff if you want to, just to help speed this up as well. So as a scholar, the skills of 6 of them that you can take or boost are the ones that are listed there. So it's like awareness, beast law, bushcraft, evade, healing, languages. So pick like 6 of those.
Okay. And just click it in this chat.
So let's say, well, what's one that you want to...
So I'll go with awareness, which is listed as scholar, and I see it in the chat.
If you hover over like where it says 7 next to awareness, it'll pop up with a 0. Just replace that with another 7.
Ah, cool.
So you'll
And
now
I do
have
that
like...
6 times.
Yeah, so your awareness will now be 14.
14.
Right?
Yeah.
So do that with...
The rest of them.
6 must be from that list of your profession, and then you can pick more from like just what you see on your list there. Yeah, and you just double the number.
And does this include weapon skills, or is it just the list on the left? Let's have a quick look just to make sure, but I'm pretty certain it's every skill. Okay, cool. Thank you.
While you're sort of doing that, so 6 from that list, and then your remaining 4 can be others that are also on that list or anything else.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's we'll come back to you. Who should we roll another dice, or is someone else willing to just go? Another dice? Okay. That is Reese again, so let's not just keep doing Reese.
Reese.
Where are we doing? Okay, Jolene.
Woohoo!
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Have you had a thought about? You've definitely had a thought about yours, and in fact, I can see you've already given your character its name.
Well, when you tell me that I can take a character of a duck, of course I'm going to take a character of a duck.
Yeah,
So
I mean, fair enough.
I've got kin mallard, and then I really like the look of the hunter profession, so
Yeah,
I
cool.
like that as well.
Yeah, that sounds great. So, the mallards, I love that there is a mallard class for some weird reason. I love it. Willpower of 3 for an ability called Ill-Tempered. You can activate it whenever you like without using an action. And when making a skill roll, you get a boon to the roll, but you also become angry if you're not already angry. So anytime you push a roll, you gain some kind of negative thing. So if you fail a roll, you can try again and push the roll, but you risk becoming either exhausted, sickly, dazed, angry, scared, or disheartened. So you've got a thing that's just like, at will, I'm just going to get a boon to a roll and I will become angry. It's
Yes.
yeah.
But if I'm already angry, nothing else happens. I just stay angry.
Yeah, there's like, I think you get banes to rolls if you have like a thing like angry or stuff like that. But we'll get to that.
All the time.
Adam.
What's the drawback of being angry? Just like in real life, I wonder what's the...
Yeah. There is like a whole bunch of information on that, on the different types of things. We will get to that.
An ulcer.
I think it's like literally you roll with equivalent of disadvantage on certain rolls until you are no longer angry. So each
Angry
one,
duck.
I think it'll be any kind of intelligence rolls because it's assigned to intelligence. You'll be rolling at disadvantage.
Right.
Okay. You also
Can't
have the
think
ability.
straight.
What's her name? Mallory Turducken will
Yes.
also have. She gets a second ability, which just means that you get a boon to all swimming rolls because of your webbed feet.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and you always move at full speed in or underwater. So I think that's pretty good.
Can you fly?
There's
wish.
there's no flying. They are
But
ground based.
I did
Ground-based
read
stuff.
that where other people who wear heavy armor might have to like start rolling for their life if they fall in some water, it doesn't affect mallards.
Yeah,
That's handy.
yeah, they're pretty good in water. And you are.
Is this a water campaign?
It's completely water, so we're just gonna have
Okay.
one.
All right.
I should have mentioned that and said everyone should be mallards, but no, I'm only going to allow one mallard.
Maybe a rock man.
Watch out, Kevin Costner. Here comes Reagan's Waterworld.
Yeah,
We got the jet skis.
yeah. And you wanted hunter.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Their key attribute would be agility. So I don't know how to do. Is that something we tick somewhere in the? I feel like it should be right,
Yeah.
but I don't think. Maybe it just does something somewhere. I'll have to have a look into that because I feel like it should do something, right? Should do something. I don't know what it does.
Flishes out the rule book a bit.
Yeah. I will have to have a look into. I'm sure it's like in some of these pages that I'm looking at. Give me a D6 and we'll figure out your starting gear as well.
Oh, just one?
Just one D6.
1 to 6. Go D6.
It's a
Oh, did it go?
yeah. There's a roll of 4. So if you have a look on the hunter. In that PDF that I sent you guys, if you look on the hunter, it gives you a list of what a 4 will give you: a knife, longbow, quiver, leather armor, sleeping pelt, torch, flint, tinder, rope, fishing rod, D8 of food rations, and a D6 of silver. We can do all of that in any time between now and when we start playing next week.
Sweet.
Your heroic ability is companion. Did we talk about the other scholar's heroic ability? Not sure if we did.
They're not really heroic, right?
Intuition for scholar and companion for hunter. These we'll get onto those at some point as well. Yeah, we'll get onto that shortly. Okay. Have you thought of Mallory's age?
No, I was just thinking we'll just roll for it, right?
Okay, all right. Give us a D6.
D6, let's go.
1 to 3 is young, 4 and 5 is adult, and a 6 is old.
You could do a D100 to see your
My
age.
actual age.
Be like a 99.
That would be so sweet. Hang on, shall I?
If you
This
want,
is-
if you want to do it that way, happy to do it that way.
Come
Although I don't
on.
know about a 1-year-old.
No, you can do it, no.
Okay, I'll D6 it. Come on, 6.
All right, we're going with old
Oh,
as a roll of a 6.
how How old is old?
Well, you can decide. So what, like,
22.
46.
For a duck.
yeah, it's old for a duck. So it could be like that 30 years old for a mallard. I don't know.
4.
Oh my gosh, we can just have the 40 club. Everybody's like in their 40s and we're all over it, but we're still adventuring.
Yeah.
A duck lives 5 to 10 years, according to Google.
Wow.
So
Yes, but I'm a mallard, so it's a little
It's the
different.
same-
It's
it
like
does
how
say
long does
mallard
a monkey?
here.
Times 10.
Yeah. Maybe times that by 10, maybe. For a bipedal. Oh, they're all bipedal, aren't they? Ducks,
Yes.
by definition, are bipedal, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. All right, 5 to 10 it is.
It'd be like a, I don't know. Let's give it 50. 50 right in the middle, but wait, am I offending anyone if I put 50 years old? Maybe I should.
Close.
Oh,
No.
For a mallard,
No.
surely that's old.
for a mallard, it's pretty. It's getting up there. She's been around.
Yeah.
No,
It says
it's
here
humans.
more than half mallards die before they reach 2.
Well, you're
Depressing
one of the
fact.
survivors.
Yep.
By the way, Reese, I just realized there is a slight adjustment to your movement that we need to make. So because you have agility of 14, you get a +2 to your movement. So your human will be
Oh, nice.
10 +2 for your movement.
Thank you.
All right. So
Maybe I
as
just put ages old.
yes, you're old. That does mean you get more trained skills. So where the adult got 6 base skills +4 for a total of 10, you get 6 + 6, so you get 12 that you can boost. But we're going to just
They're all obsolete skills that no one uses
Yes.
anymore.
Like working the microfiche in the library.
Yeah, exactly.
Give us a 4d6, please. We're just going to go through some of your attributes now.
D6, there you are.
Oh, dang. Okay, 18.
Oh,
So you can assign 18 to one of
I
the
could just throw that anywhere.
attributes.
mm,
One of those main 6 attributes, yeah.
what's it out of a possible?
Out of 18, you rolled the
Oh,
highest you
18.
could roll
Oh, sweet. Okay,
for that, yeah.
stick that in agility.
The higher the number, the better you are at that thing. And with Dragonbane, when you roll for an ability or a skill, you want to roll under that number. So the higher the number that you have as your base skill, the easier it is to succeed.
Okay, cool. And another one. Let's go.
Yeah. 14.
Okay, 14. That's all right. We can move a couple around. Oh, let's go. Next 4.
10. Total of 10.
10. Maybe not so charismatic. What's that one?
15.
15. It's all right. Oh, come on. I would really like some good constitution so that I have a reason for why she's stayed around so long.
That's fair. Really outliving the average 10-year duck span. 16. You've rolled some good numbers here.
16, nice. 16. Come on, old girl.
And 11.
Sweet.
And again, you get to swap 2 of them around now if you didn't want 11 to go to strength. If you just want to swap 2 of those, you absolutely can.
Ooh.
And as for your movement, as a mallard, you get 8, but your agility is currently sitting at 18, which means you get a +4 modifier, so you get a 12 total for your movement.
Oh, sweet. Where are you? Movement down here somewhere, right?
Movement is sort of just under the 6 stats that you've been, or depending on how wide you have the window, I guess, actually. It might have moved it about
Okay.
So
Sorry, that was 12?
12, total of 12, yeah. So movement determines how far you can run in a round of combat. Unlike D&D, this is in meters. It's the metric system. So instead
As it
of
was meant to be.
5 feet, it's 2 meters is the kind of quick maths for that that they've kind of come to. Skills. All right, so we'll do the skills thing as well. First of all, let's just check your HP. So you've gotten HP is equal to your constitution. Yep, that works. And your willpower is equal to your willpower. So willpower points 14 there, 14 there. Great. There's a damage bonus, which I don't think we did with you, Reese. So damage bonus, it's already propagated yours with a D4 and a D6, which is great. Sweet. No, that's all done. So it's done automatically. So skills, you get like 12. Okay, so 6 of them have to be from the list in the hunters list.
Right.
And just to explain it again, let's say you wanted to update acrobatics. If you hover over the 7 in acrobatics, it'll show you like a 0, and you can just put another 7 in there. So any number that's already in there, just put it in there again, and it will double. So do that for like 12 different skills.
Awesome.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, we'll move on to D4 here. Let's see, D4 is it going to be Reese again? It's not. It's going to be Adam. Hi, Adam.
Hello.
Have you done some thinking? Have you done some starting any work on this? Have you thought of a name, a kin, a profession?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, all of that.
Okay, cool. Do you have access to your player character card in Roll20?
I do. Yes.
Cool.
Next
Alright.
question.
I'm giving you nothing. It's all work for everything.
Okay, I can see it all popping in here now. So, Christoff? Tell
Christoff
us
is
about
my character name.
Tell us
Oh, for Christ's sake, shut it. It's my
All
big
right.
moment, man. You're
Oh,
ruining
gold coin.
it. Just one. Christoff is a dwarf.
Okay.
And he is a glass blower and metal worker.
that's
which-
the artisan, is it?
Artisanal. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Quick go over. As a dwarf, your ability is unforgiving, and this is awesome. This is if you take damage from anybody at all throughout the entirety of your life, you can get a boon to a roll on attacking them. As long as they've done
Friendly
at least
fire as well.
anybody at all. If they've done at least 1 point of damage to you, you can spend
The
3
GM.
willpower points, and it's got to be a character. Yeah, so it even suggests here it may be wise to write down the names of people that have wronged you or have damaged you.
I'll remember him. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah. The artisan's key attribute is strength. Still don't know what key attribute really means for this one.
That's odd, isn't it? You wouldn't necessarily think an artisan's key attribute would be strength. All the artisans I know, their sort of key attribute is like attention to detail or fine craftspersonship.
The
Yeah, 'cause-
picture of artisan is like a blacksmith, right?
Yeah, you're like a massively bulky blacksmith. But they could be tanners or coopers, whatever a cooper. Do they just make chicken
Makes
coops?
barrels.
Okay, not chicken coops.
Barrels. No. No.
They could, as long as it's out of the barrel.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It says they can mold pots and jugs, make barrels, craft leather armor, and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I don't imagine like a big, bulky pottery guy, I guess. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's
It's
just
very
You're making bricks.
yeah. Depends how
bricklayer, brick maker and layer.
Could be a
What a
plumber.
great character that would be.
Yeah.
I'm like an Italian plumber with a brother. I think it's a totally
Jump really
original
high.
character I've come up with.
Go on, tell us more.
Yeah.
His name's Fario. Yes, that will do.
Give us a decent. By the way, you get heroic ability as Master Blacksmith, Master Carpenter, or Master Tanner. You get to pick one of those 3 from the abilities that we'll get to soon.
Okay.
We'll find one that matches yours a bit better, I think. Considering you want him to be a glass blower. We'll figure it out.
No, he's a glass blower and a metal worker.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll figure it out.
So blacksmith, I guess, would be the one to go for. All right. Am I rolling some D4s?
We'll start with
Or
a D6 for your starting gear.
4D6 or 1D6?
Just a single
One.
D6.
Yeah, I've definitely been paying attention. Don't you worry about that.
2, a small warhammer, a leather armor, blacksmith's tools, torch, flint and tinder, D8 of food rations, D8 of silver. It's all in the PDF. We'll get to it.
How small?
Like
This is the small warhammer.
just like minuscule. Yeah.
Perfect. That's perfect
Plastic.
what I need it
A
for.
little plastic one as well. Okay, cool.
Okay.
We haven't done nicknames. Do you guys care for nicknames or?
It has to be an expletive too, right?
Is that on the job?
It is. It is on the job page. So
Oh, I read about this. Yeah, they were all quite wordy, weren't they?
like they sound like I made them as surnames for characters in Caldera's Call, basically. Yeah. So I don't care if you don't want to use them or if you just want to create your own nickname for your character. That's totally fine.
I just want to see.
For the hunter, give us a D6 and we can see how it comes along there. Moj. 4. The Withered.
Yeah, that's on brand. That's on brand.
Yeah.
Mallory the Withered Turducken.
It's all coming together.
She's getting curmudgeonier and curmudgeonier.
Perfect.
Nice.
Have you thought of your age for the character, Adam?
No, I thought I'd roll just like others have.
Okay, give me a D6. I want them all to be old, I think. That'd be great.
Well, done.
A 5, that's an adult. That is just
Yeah.
a good old adult.
A
So-
regular old adult.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, sorry, Moj. Your strength, agility, and constitution, I just remembered because you're old, I'm going to need a -2 off all those 3.
Okay.
So it's good.
Grand.
It's good
Grand.
that you rolled. Really good that you rolled well because they're coming down by 2. But your intelligence and willpower goes up by 1.
Ah, okay.
By 1 each. Awesome.
Yeah,
So
1 each. But those other 3, strength, agility, and con, down 2, which is going to
Not always the case with old people, is it?
No, but definitely the case with Mallory the Withered Turducken. All right, so Adam, you don't have any adjustments to your attributes, which is fine. This is where we get into the rolling of the 4d6.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, that's real good too. 12.
Yeah. 12. I'll stick that 12 in Constitution.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me another 46. Damn, that's all right too. It's 14.
I'm glad you're doing the maths for me, Rain Man, because I cannot work that.
Definitely 14. It's 14. Definitely 14.
Thanks, Raymond. That's wow. I will put 14 in strength, I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
11.
11. We'll put 11 in charisma. I like that idea of playing someone with just no charisma whatsoever. Cool.
I think,
Oh,
15.
15. We'll put 15 in intelligence. Yeah.
Cool. What's the next one?
Damn.
There's 16.
Yeah. I'll put 16 in agility.
Cool.
And so this is for willpower, I guess.
Yeah, and then you get to swap if you don't like it. You get to swap to them. 11.
Yeah, sounds good.
You happy with that?
I think so.
Okay.
Can you read them back to me? Because are these meant to be showing up on my character sheet? Because they're not.
Only if you've been assigning them to those.
Oh, fuck. I thought you were doing it. I thought you were doing it.
One of them was a 15.
They're all 11, pretty sure.
Okay.
So you kept saying like a sweet 11. I thought you were making some note or something. It's all right. I'll watch the tape back. And fill in the sheet.
It won't take long. So you had 12, and then 14.
14 for strength.
Oh, they're in the rolls in the chat.
Yeah. So the first one was a roll of 14, but we minus the 2. So 12 is the first one. Then you had 14. Then you had 11.
Yeah.
Then you had 15.
Yeah.
Then you had 16. And then another 11.
All right.
Cool.
This feels like an end boss right here.
Yeah, we almost got there.
Right.
Cool. So you got your damage bonus, your agility bonus, which is great. Willpower and hit points are all put in there automatically. Great. You are a dwarf with movement of 8, but your agility is 16, so you get +4, which gives you a movement of 12. So you should be able to, there's a little spot there for movement. Chuck 12 in there. And just like Reese, you get 10 trained skills. 6 of them have to be from the ones listed under artisan. And then your remaining 4 can be whatever you want.
Okay.
Did you need me to go over, so basically, let's say one of them is brawling. If you wanted to excel or have that as a trained skill, find brawling, it's got like a 6 on it. If you hover over, there's like a 0, just put another 6 in there. So it's double whatever is there. Do that with 6 from that list, and then 4 from wherever else. Shannon. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Your character. Have you done any thinking about your character? Name, kin, profession?
The only thing I've thought of is merchant, because I haven't really seen one of those on a game before.
Yeah, cool. Do you want to roll for your kin, or is there a kin that you would like?
Yeah.
You want to roll?
I will roll.
Give me a D12.
Is there 12 different kins?
No, there's 6.
Oh, okay. Just to throw me off there. A 7.
7 is a halfling. Are you happy with that, or did you want to roll again?
I mean,
you can roll with advantage if you like, with a boon. Feel free to.
I will roll again. Just
okay.
It's 2. No, 7.
Did you roll? Okay.
This is like, a 12. Whatever that is, I'll go with it.
That is the wolfkin.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Are you?
You don't want a wolf and a duck wandering around, do you?
Welcome to the animal kingdom.
Do you have your furry gear ready to go for stream? Just chuck it on.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I want to see the full wolf suit. That'd be great. Do you want it? You don't have to go with wolfkin if you don't want it. If you want to go with that, we can. Well, I'm happy to.
That's fine,
form, man. Halfling or wolfkin?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, they're not great choices. Well, no, I'll go wolfkin. Yep, I've written it in.
Okay.
I'm a merchant.
Okay, Lyndon in the chat says going to have issues crossing a river in a boat that only carries 3.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Puzzle.
So a wolfkin's ability is hunting instincts. You can spend 3 willpower points to designate a creature in sight or a creature you can catch the scent of as your prey. That counts as an action in combat. You can follow the scent of your prey for a full day, and you can spend 1 further willpower point to gain a boon for an attack against your prey. So it basically means you're going to be really good at tracking, I guess.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Track money. That's what I'll be doing.
Oh, that's right, because you're going to be, what was it?
A merchant.
A merchant. Okay. Their heroic ability is treasure hunter, but we'll get to that. Give me a D6, please.
Okay. 5.
Cool. Again, it's in the PDF. Dagger, sleeping pallet, large tent, oil lamp, lamp oil, flint and tinder, backpack, and food and silver. But we'll figure all that out. Do you have an age in mind, or did you want to roll?
Adult or old?
You don't want to go
So-
young, so it's just adult or old. You're gonna.
Yeah, I don't know which one though. Can I roll for that? But like eliminate.
Just
Young,
give me a
young
give me a d6, and 1 through 4 will be adult, and 5, 6 will be old.
You could be Teen Wolf. What is that?
You're right. Teen Wolf 2.
Yeah.
What did you roll? You rolled
Maybe
a 2.
I'm right. I'd be good at basketball. Yeah, I got a 2.
Okay, so that's just adult, which is good. All right, give me 46. Let's start with your stats. And now, just
You're
finish
gonna-
on- I'll let you put that into your character sheet.
No, you do it. I trust you.
10.
This is terrible. I just re-roll that. So I just do I put this in strength or do I get to pick one?
You get to pick. You get to pick which one you want to put that
okay.
in.
He's I think you have to have a high charisma. So I'll put that in agility.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. 46 is it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is
It's another 10.
I'm useless. Okay, that's fine. Strength. There we go. Oh. No, is that a 9?
That's a 9.
Whoa.
The 9. It's probably going to be my king. Well, at least he's a merchant, not like a.
Yeah. He's never
Makes sense.
He's never thought about adventuring ever before. And
He's never got out from behind the desk with the till.
15. Here we go.
Okay, well, I put that in charisma. Apparently, that's important.
Yeah. It's very important when it comes to destroying monsters in a tabletop RPG. And 11.
Oh, fuck, I'm a high roller. So, will. I'll put that in will.
So that dictates your amount of willpower points, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
6.
6.
Oh, I can't have 6 for my intelligence.
No, I'm going to let you. You rolled so badly that I'm going to let you roll.
Oh,
again.
come on. This is an outrage. We've got to respect the will of the dice gods. This wolf is an idiot.
17.
Oh, okay.
It's a little
good
better
one.
than a 6, I think.
17.
I want to make sure that it's still fun and not just having someone who fails every single roll because they're shit at everything.
I'm the
Be fun for
underdog.
me. The underdog.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you want to swap 2 of them about? Are you happy with how those are placed?
Yeah, I'll swap something. But I don't know what.
Okay.
Little think here.
Yeah, what's the...
Does intelligence really come in handy?
I've never played, so
Never
maybe...
play. Who knows what this game is? I'll just
I
leave
have no
it.
idea. You can leave it as is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got
Don't
9...
say it like that.
So Constitution equates to how many hit points you have as well, by the way. So
And
your
that's-
character has like
that's
9
9.
hit points.
Well, there's not much to choose from, is there? Fucking- Oh, that's how many hit points you get.
Yeah,
Just
depending
that
on...
number.
Yeah, just that number.
That's fine.
Okay, all right. Well, we've got... All right. So that's that. Again, just with... we'll do movement. So you are a wolfkin. So you get a max... You got 12 movement plus your agility plus... Oh, no, equal. It's just no bonus, no reduction, just 12. I think everybody has movement of 12, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Your damage bonus should pop in there at some. I don't think you get. I don't think you even get damage bonuses because of your stats. Sorry.
Damage reduction.
Yeah.
We'll just die.
You get 10 skills that you can double as well. So just the same sort of thing as last time. Take a look at your Was it merchant? It was merchant, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got some skills listed there. Pick 6 of those, and you can double them in your character sheet.
What? How many?
6. So 6 from that list, and then another 4 that are anything. It can be the weapon skills, it can be the standard skills.
I see.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, just put, if it's a 5, just put a 5 in there as well, and it will turn it into a nice 10. Cool. Okay, let's get back to Reese for a minute here. We're going to talk about heroic abilities. What was your class
For
again?
Scholar, it was Intuition, which I've added to my character sheet.
Oh, you've already... Oh, fantastic.
Hopefully in the right spot. I've added some items, and I rolled D6 for my food rations and D10 for silver and populated those.
Dude, fantastic. So you found in the compendium where all the things were for you to just chuck into inventory, is that right?
No, I just wrote them in.
Oh, okay. I mean, that works as well. It totally works. I think there's like a compendium there with like everything, like all the gear.
Yeah, that's better. I'll repopulate with cool stuff.
So like if I go like this, did that work? Yeah, I just added like 10. It's much of a muchness. Whether you've typed it in or if it's just been dragged in, it kind of just, it works. So.
Okay.
Cool. So do you know
Sorry,
what
one
you...
question.
Yeah.
Do I get a damage bonus for my strength? It's currently nothing, but that could be because my strength is 12. I don't know.
That's correct. Because it's 12, there's no damage bonus.
Gotcha.
So with the heroic abilities, is there a way that you can remove what you've just typed in? Because it's probably best to have it as written from the compendium.
Done.
Cool. Let me just grab Intuition, drag that over for you. You can see with all abilities and spells, you can trigger them just by clicking the name. Or you can just have a look at what it is by clicking like the little speech bubble, and it'll sort of tell everyone what it is in the chat there.
Nice.
So that's your one loaded up. What else have we got? Trying to remember what everyone has picked. Scholar? Moj, that was yours, wasn't it?
No, I'm Hunter.
Hunter. Scholar, we just did Scholar. Yours is Companions. So let me just...
Yay! Where would I put that?
Let me throw that into there for you. Actually, I can give you guys an idea. At the top, right in sort of Roll20, there's like the chat, then there's a little art library, then there's a journal, and then there's a compendium. The compendium is where you can like find everything about this game. And so if you look under abilities, you'll find Companion in there, and you can just drag it straight onto your character sheet.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
And it's the same with all like gear, like anything that is listed in the in your character's gear area. If you go to the gear section in that compendium, you can just drag everything in as well. So weapons and everything. Should be nice and easy. So you have Companion, Artisan has... Oh, okay, this is when we're looking at like Master Blacksmith and... let's have a look what we've got here.
Master Blacksmith, I can sharpen a blade quickly. It's bloody handy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because so a sharpened weapon, the armor rating of an item counts as one step lower. So basically, it does more damage against that kind of stuff. Are you happy with just Master Blacksmith? Oh yeah, you've already chucked it in. Great.
So I get out my diamond stone at the beginning of any kind of fight and true up the edge, and then good stuff.
Yeah.
And then I get out a piece of paper and do that thing, and then get out a tomato, cut the tomato, then take off a boot and cut the boot. And just to demonstrate.
Can of spinach.
Yes. Yeah.
There was a requirement for that one, by the way, which required crafting of 12, which you have. So it's all good. You picked crafting as one of your things, so that's great. And then the merchant is treasure hunter.
Okay.
Which you need bartering of 12. Do you have bartering of 12? You do. Great. You can spend 3 willpower points, and at a crossroads of some kind, you can activate this ability to learn the direction of the greatest treasures.
All right.
That's going to fuck me at some point, isn't it? Where I'm just like, oh, god damn it.
Where's the greatest treasures, Reagan?
Yeah.
You've memorized the whole map.
Yeah. So I'll just drag that over onto your abilities there. So you'll see that on your card now, Shannon. You can see how many points it costs. You can click the little speech bubble to get like that information I just gave you as well. Cool. So that is age, name, attributes, ratings, skills. Certain things like you can learn extra skills at certain points. You can boost hit points by taking on, I guess you can, it says, can be increased by the heroic ability robust. But I don't know if you get more HP through leveling up. I need to check that. I think how your character is at the start is kind of how they are as far as their base attributes.
So, sorry, because I'm an adult, do I add some points to something? Or is that only if you're old, you take things away?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So the only thing you get as an adult is like a total of 10 trained skills. So of those skills that you double, total of 10.
Imagine if I got a negative on this shit.
20, I'm just going to check one thing because there is the ability to. Okay. So there's a bunch of these things called heroic abilities, which is like what your characters just had then. Each of their profession has like that ability. You can earn more anytime you put one of your base skills. So any of those skills in that list there up to 18. When just through leveling up, if you get one to 18, then you get a new heroic ability. So we can worry about that when it happens. It might take a wee while, but you do earn XP every session that we play. So at the end of every session, there's a bunch of questions. If you answer yes to those questions, see the little white boxes next to the skills, you tick one of those based on that, and then you roll to see if you can, if you get above that number, then you can increase that by 1. So it's just like every session there's a chance to level up. If you roll for a skill and either hit a crit success or a crit fail, tick the box next to that skill and you get a chance to level that up as well. So the more skills you use, the more things you say yes to at the end of a session, the more chance you have for your character to increase and improve.
Reagan, the successes and the fails, like a success is 1 here, eh? And a fail's 20.
Yeah, that's right. It's the other way around. Because you want to get underneath that number. But when it comes to leveling it up, you want to get over that number. So the better you are at it, the harder it is to level up, if that makes sense. But the better you are, the easier it is to achieve that thing. So yeah. Cool. We're going on blah, blah, blah. Starting gear. You may roll or select one of 3 sets of items listed by your profession if you want to. What? Sorry, I'm just having a quick look here. All the items you're carrying on your character sheet are listed in respective boxes while the items are recorded under inventory. Write down 1 item per row. If it is not listed on your sheet, you do not have it with you. What does that mean? Lists of weapons. I need to have a look at that. They might change some starting gear at the start. Your profession determines what gear you can choose from the start of the game. You may roll or select one of the 3 sets of items listed by your profession. Oh yeah, we already did that. We rolled. If you want to, you may go back and adjust your train skill to fit your gear. You can also have a memento. Do you guys want mementos for your characters? I think it's a good idea to have. It's basically just something that your character carries with you. It's got no practical use, but once per gaming session, you can use your memento to recover an additional condition during a stretch rest. So if you're, for example, Mallory, and you're furious because you're going to be constantly furious in this, and you want to calm down, you sort of interact with your memento to help calm down faster, basically. So did we want to roll for mementos, or did you just want to create something that you might think fits your character a bit better?
It's something small, right?
It's just something small, yeah.
Yeah.
Can Wilggis go with this weird thing stuck to his head?
Absolutely. Do you want to explain what that is?
Yeah, so Wilggis is from the Forgotten Path, which is an order of a bunch of people. And one of
Forgotten
their...
people.
Correct. And one of their initiation ceremonies is to wipe a little bit of their memory, send the person out to go find enlightenment, and if they find their way back, then they become a full member.
Oh,
And
cool.
while I'm doing that, I have to wear this thing on my head.
Okay.
Looks like Garfield.
It's Garfield. Yeah.
I
thought you meant that was Garfield's quest.
That's what I thought. I was like, I don't remember that in the lore of Garfield, but
No, he has to
The
meet.
forgotten lasagna. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely chuck that into your memento, Reese. What about you, Moj? Did you want to roll for it, or did you want to just create something that might be
Yeah, I'll roll for it.
All right.
Another D6.
D20?
Ooh,
Yeah.
gimme.
Feel free if you don't think this fits, you're welcome to change it. A bone whistle.
No, that's great.
Okay.
It's not a duck call or something, is it?
Maybe it is. Maybe that's the sound it makes. I do like that. I think that's awesome.
A bone duck call.
Yeah.
Carved from her first hunt.
Yeah. Shannon, did you want to roll for a memento, or did you have something in mind for
Yeah, I'll roll. Is it 20?
D20? Yeah.
6.
A wooden figurine that you got as a child.
Or
Like He-Man.
Merchant Man.
Merchant Man. Merchant Man.
By the way, do we have a name for your character, Shannon?
Merchant Man.
Merchant. So yeah.
Merchant Man, the wolfkin.
Yeah, just to be confusing. Yeah. Maybe it's a wolf that, pretends to be a man. Or a duck.
Or
Maybe-
shapes clothing.
No, I have not got a name just yet.
Okay, that's all right.
Yiffy.
Yiffy. Yiffy.
No, that's a furry thing. So.
Yeah, it is a
Bluey.
fairy thing.
Bluey's a great.
I like Bluey. That's great. Adam, did you want to roll for a memento, or did you have something in mind for your character?
I'll roll for it because I don't know what's on the table and it could be cool, but if it sucks, I'll come up with something else.
Okay, a D20 for Christoff. I got to remember these characters' names.
2.
A simple silver medallion.
That sucks.
Okay, give us another roll.
It's got to be one of the worst things on the table. Just to be silver medallion. What about a small glass
Gold medallion.
trinket blown for him by his mentor?
It's a silver medallion, so it's got your name on it, and then this mystery number on the back, in case you get lost.
Yeah. Have you,
Sounds like a medical
your
alert
allergies.
bracelet. It sounds lame. Diabetes.
Can it be a medical alert bracelet? I think that would be.
that'd
No.
be really
no.
good.
I've seen what it is. It's a small piece of glass blown by his mentor.
Okay, yeah. You're welcome to. What is it?
Small glass bowl, like a thing that people smoke.
A little crack pipe.
Okay.
Accidentally made him a
glass
meth
pipe.
addict.
All right, you're welcome to.
No,
I
no,
guess.
no, you know, like a little glass sack. Have you ever seen a little?
Is
have you
that much
seen a
better?
Such thing.
ornamental glass sack?
I mean, yeah, like a small glass sack. There's no such thing as that.
There is. I reckon I could find one on the internet. We'll do that after this.
Like,
I'll
is it
do that with
like
safe search off.
yeah. Is it like a Christmas ornament style thing? So it doesn't actually hold
yeah.
anything. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes, it's just like a little piece of like glass sack-like that his mentor gave to him.
Okay.
An offcut.
He really ascribed a beautiful meaning to it. There you go. You have that piece of shit. I was going to throw in the bin.
Found this on the floor. Now fuck off.
Silver medallion's sounding pretty good right now.
Okay, I think that's kind of it. There's one other thing that we can add to it, which is a D20 roll, which is like a thing for your appearance. We can add something random to your character's appearance or not. But the idea is that there's something about your character that is, bespoke to your character, I guess. Did you want to, Moj, did you want to roll? It's
Come on,
it's a D20.
Prosthetic limb.
A 2. Oh, this is almost perfect. This should have been for reasons there. This is a strange headgear. Do you want to have Mallory with a strange headgear, or did you want to re-roll?
I might re-roll actually.
I'll take that.
Okay, you can take. The memento is the appearance. I think that makes sense. I think that's good.
Okay.
Thin and wiry.
Yep. Nope. That sounds good.
Yeah, old withered turducken is thin and wiry. Okay. Shannon, did you want to roll, or did you have something in mind for your character?
I was thinking like a suit made of, like a tweed suit, but made from merino or something.
A merino tweed suit on a wolfkin. So it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah.
My
Fantastic.
goodness.
I actually am totally behind that. I think that works.
Because do you need armor? Do I have armor or that sort of thing?
What did
It won't make a difference with your stats, right?
Yeah. I need a full suit of armor.
I don't. Do you not have? I don't think you have armor.
That would, that makes sense. Seeing as I've been
you're weak
completely
and
fucked
stupid.
over. from the very beginning, this game is against me. You don't have armor.
There's like, there are other characters' gear has like some have armor. Did none
is
of
that
these come with
because-
armor? What's going on here? Plate armor on the knight, which makes sense. The hunter can have leather armor. So it's in the gear list. So your character just is walking around in his merino suit.
Is that in the gear list? I'm looking at the knight. Where is that on the knight?
It's in the bundle that you got.
Yeah, if you look in the gear, so it's like a roll of 1 or 2 for the knight would have given him plate armor. A 3 or 4 would have given him chainmail, and a 5 or 6 would have given him chainmail and an open helmet. So yeah, depends on what you roll.
Right. Yeah. And
But for the merchant,
I got flint and tinder. I got a sleeping bag,
you could have had a donkey and cart if you'd
a
rolled
lantern. Hey, where?
Yeah, so
I
Skull
did
doesn't
get a
have armor
donkey and
either.
cart.
well. You rolled a
missed-
5 or a 6, I think. So you get like a sleeping pelt and a large tent, but you don't get a donkey or
Yeah,
cart.
large tent.
yeah, that's right. It's a large tent.
I was trying to put that in. There was only tent.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, it's a
say
large.
it's large.
We'll know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it's a large tent. That's fine.
my stuff is totally shit. Sleeping bag, tent, a lamp,
Yeah.
a backpack with nothing in it, some food, and $6.
Adam, did you want to roll for an appearance thing, or did you want to just create?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll roll for it, but again, reserve the right to not
Sure.
stick with it.
Sure.
It's 20, is it?
A D20. Yeah, that's right.
An 11.
An 11 is a.
What is it?
It's foul body odor. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, well, you're stuck with it now.
Yeah, let's go with that because he's. Well, how much of a
find that?
yeah? You can pick up a lot of smell particles in the air with that schnoz.
It's like a dwarf artisan. I think that fits, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay. What role does this play in the story?
It is
Are we
purely
all
just.
going to be talking?
It's purely
Walking around
cosmetic.
going, fucking hell, what's that smell? Let's get some Rexona on. Is that what we're going to be saying all the time? Or is it just
Every
laugh
interaction.
about it now and
I hope
never
so.
mention it?
I hope so. I think
What is that smell?
I'm gonna. The moment Shannon uses his like wolf senses to try and pick up on a prey, I'll be like, "You can't. You just got the smell of Christoff."
Stench.
Christoff. That sounds like a scent.
Okay. Let's modify this to make it less gross and humiliating. Let's say he has horrific foot
Stench.
odor.
Okay.
So when he takes off his boots or whatever, it's
I like
like,
that.
oh, put those back on.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Yeah. I'm happy for that for sure.
Oh, that could come in handy too. You know?
There's actually there's one more thing that I think we should roll on, and it's a character weakness. So it says your character is a capable individual risking their life and limb for honor, gold, or adventure. Yet even an adventurer has a weakness, an Achilles heel that can get you into trouble. You can roll or choose from the table below from the list of weaknesses. Your weakness adds depth and personality to your character and can also be used by the game master to create challenges for them. Role-playing according to your weakness gives you an extra advancement mark at the end of the session. So of those questions at the end of the session, if one of them is, did you sort of role-play according to that weakness? If you say yes, then you get a check mark for something that you could level up in. So we'll do rolls for these as well. Reese, we'll start with you, a D20, unless you've looked at this list and thought there's one that suits your character. I'm happy for that as well.
I'll roll it. 17.
Violent. I resort to violence to overcome every obstacle.
Fantastic. I'll accept that one.
To overcome every obstacle.
Every obstacle. Not pick and choose your obstacles.
Yeah, getting up in the morning, violent. Toilet stop, violent. Interaction,
Just a little
violence.
obstacle, like something like a gate in your way.
Yeah.
So I think
smash it.
so. One of the questions, at the end is, did you give in to your weakness? Is the question. So don't feel that you have to play every single obstacle violently, but on the sessions where you do choose violence for your obstacle, you will possibly be able to level up something.
Fantastic.
Or if you're Dave, feel free to play every interaction.
Yeah. Moch, did you want to roll a D20
Yes.
for this?
Come on, D20.
Can we all get violence?
That would be great.
That would be hilarious.
Number 5, faint-hearted. I always stay at the back of the group. You don't have to take this one if you want to re-roll.
We're
That's
playing
totally
on that
fine.
probably.
I'll re-roll it again.
Okay,
'cause-
and then you can pick which one of the two that you like.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the back.
Yeah. 12. This is complete odds with what you just rolled. So this is reckless. I always take big risks without thought of the consequences. No?
It's like, it would be more fun to play that one. And there's no argument against it. I'm going to take that one.
Okay, cool. Chuck that
So
into-
reckless.
Yeah, reckless. Always take big risks. Shannon, did you want to roll a D20?
Yep. This isn't for the smelly feet, is it? This is a different.
No. You've got the woolen suit for your character appearance. And Adam got
that's
stinky
appearance.
feet. So it's
Yes,
very...
that's okay.
So what did you roll? An 8?
An 8.
Weakness to strong odors.
I like this one. Slothful. I take every chance to rest.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's like a real dog, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can give you some tips on that just from my own life if you want, Shannon.
Be great.
Does
Where do I put that? Where does that go?
that go on the? Does it go on the thing?
I think it's under your name.
Yeah,
near the
the
top.
top.
Weakness. Oh,
Yeah, and each character has 7 weaknesses, right?
Ah, yes. Gluttony. I would just
Adam,
put gluttony in there.
you had slothful, not gluttony.
All right.
That would have been a 9 on the list.
18.
Okay, Adam, I like this one just from similar from characters that you've played before. Whether or not you want to take this or if you want to re-roll, totally fine. 18 is overbearing. I always tell others what to do.
Sorry, what character have I played before that's been overbearing? What do you mean? It's just me. I am who I am, Reagan.
I didn't think it was you. I thought it was your characters. But yeah,
No.
overbearing.
No, he's not overbearing.
How do other people feel about that? Because that could be not fun for people. I'm happy to re-roll.
Funny.
How about I roll again? How about I roll again?
I love
And
the
then
idea of like a little artisanal like glass blower being like super overbearing to people. I think that's fantastic. But if you don't like it, we can totally re-roll, and then you can pick your.
Well, how about I roll again, and then we'll
yeah.
just pick from the two, whatever two.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Violent.
9.
9 is gluttonous. I take every chance I get to eat something tasty. And like I said, these aren't things where you have to do it every single moment of your character's life. But if you do it once a session, that's great. It's just to help with roleplay stuff. It's not something you have to.
All right. I'll take the. I can see you're pretty excited and itching for the overbearing.
No, I'm happy with either. I like the idea of a gluttonous little dwarf as well. I think that's pretty funny too.
Seems like you're just paying lip service to the gluttony, but you're actually deeply excited about the overbearing.
I like
so
the
we'll go.
overbearing.
It'd be nice if I'm lazy and you are always hungry.
I feel like overbearing.
Shaggy and Scooby Doo. You'll be Scooby, obviously. You can jump into my arms. Zoinks!
Character name.
I'm Shaggy. Yeah. Well, wait.
He's
They're
thinking.
both hungry. They're both lazy and both hungry, aren't they? Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I thought you'd be able to do the overbearing very comedically. That's all. I thought it would be very good for you. But happy. So which are you going to go with, overbearing or gluttonous? Happy with both.
Overbearing.
Okay, cool. We've done mementos. I think that's it for building the characters. We've done it.
Can we take a quick 5-minute break?
Yeah. By all means, let's take a.
There we go. Overbearing.
Let's.
You get your bonus.
I'm going to take a look at because there's some of these things that's like, what was it? What was the thing I was looking at? I think it was in profession, where it was like key attribute. What the hell does key attribute even do? That's what I need to look at.
It does sound important.
It sounds like really important. It seems like the kind of thing where like you type it in and then like the character sheet does some stuff.
Have you asked Copilot?
That's what I'm doing now. It's going to be the easiest, fastest thing. And how does it affect character creation? Let's see how.
You're wonderful, Reagan. That's a great question.
Yeah, starts giggling and yeah.
I'm amazed that you thought of that. It's great.
How are we all feeling about our characters?
Pumped.
Yeah?
Yeah, good.
Shannon, are you okay with Wolfkin?
Yeah, no, I'm all good. Look after 2 dogs all day.
Okay, cool.
You could be a shaved wolfkin.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll put that one.
Like a hairless chihuahua kind of thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yep.
Oh, what's that ancient Inca dog
Capoodle.
that's like terrifying and it's hairless except for like a tuft on the top of its head?
Isn't that like a Chinese crested something or other? I think it's a
Maybe.
Chinese
Saber-tooth
crested
tiger.
chihuahua or something.
Yeah, well, like China, there's Shih Tzus, right? And they have their hair thing, but they're all long. But I have not seen this freaky South American hairless dog with a tuft.
I swear it's the Chinese crested.
I might be like a poodle, you know, like because you're thinking partly shaved.
Oh yeah, yeah, like really manicured. Like he
lazy.
takes his suit off and it's kind of like got those like bubbles shaved into his face.
Yes, yeah. But I'm lazy, so I don't know. I have to think about
Okay,
this.
Copilot is not answering this for me. No good. By the way, I've got a bit of a cold, so if I've been sniffing and stuff, I apologize for that. Key attributes. I swear it's not going into key attributes at all. Or am I just...
Key.
I imagine it's later on in the interactions of Dragonbane land as opposed to building the character, right? Or do you think that's important for when you build a given profession, that's the skill to max?
Yeah, I thought that. Because surely it's kind of like... I thought it'd be like, oh, you get a bonus to that role or something. But I don't know how to signify to the game how to do that without like doing it manually every time. But I just don't know. We don't have any magic users. I realized. I don't think. I don't think we have any magic users. I think mage is the only magic user.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I don't think they get key abilities. They get and actually, honestly, that's good because the rules behind magic is really interesting, like grimoires and prepared.
Oh, I think a
spells
key attribute is just strength if you're an artisan, or charisma if you're a bard.
Is that just helping you decide, make sure you put points into this one because it's important, or is there?
Because I've asked the Adobe.
Oh yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
And for scholar, it says the key attribute for scholar is intelligence. Scholars are known for their intellectual.
Yeah, but what does it mean in regards to?
Does it mean we get like a +1 or something?
I think it's.
The key attribute determines the primary attribute that is associated with each profession. Is the attribute that's most important for the profession and is used to determine the effectiveness.
Is it normal
of
that I don't see
skills? So maybe it's just for overall rolling. Is not like
I see Reese
particular.
now, but no Shannon.
Oh, can you hear Shannon? Or...
I lost Shannon and I reloaded, and now Shannon's back.
Oh, okay. I can see Shannon.
I was getting people drop out too.
Okay, do I?
You can't hear me?
Yeah, reload him. You should get Reese Shannon.
Yeah, I can see everyone.
Okay, I'm going to reload though.
Okay. I think.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I only have to reload it though.
I think that the whole idea of key attributes is just so for the mage, his key attribute is willpower. So the idea is when you're rolling your stats, give your highest one to willpower. I think that's all it means.
Yeah. Similar to D&D, right? When you build a character, if you build a barbarian, you probably want strength as opposed to charisma.
Yeah, that's right. So I think that's all it is. I was wondering if there was going to be certain boosts or extra.
Maybe I should change my.
How do you pronounce that?
Charisma.
Moj?
I have no idea.
Exoloitzquintly dog breed. Okay, do I need to bring that
Ask Uncle Google. He'll probably tell you how to pronounce it.
Let's bring up.
Yeah.
That's your new character name.
Dang. That's
Squintly.
The Mexican hairless dog is a much easier name. It looks badass. Look at the Chinese crested chihuahua as well. It looks way more fucked up.
That Mexican dog does look cool.
Welcome to the obscure dog breed show.
Yeah.
We just chat about cool hairless dogs.
I do like the idea of that Mexican hairless
Or
dog.
a nudist.
Shit.
Oh my gosh, you could look like a jackal or something. That would be awesome.
This sounds way too cool for my my scores.
It's pronounced Xoloitzquintly.
Oh, okay.
Xoloitzquintly.
Was that?
Xoloitzquintly.
I'll see if I can get Google to say it.
Don't need to. You just had me say it.
We've got a native speaker, native tongue.
I apologize. You're right. You're right, Adam. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest.
I grew up in Mexico City for 13 years.
Mexico City.
Sorry, you're right. I lost my head for a moment there.
Okay. Did that just reload? Weird. Cool. I think we've got all of the characters sorted now. Wait, why can't I see? Okay, now. Okay, the viewers can't see Shannon now for some reason. Shannon,
they're
what
not
are you
missing
up to?
much. Okay, well, I'll reload.
Okay, all right.
Reload. I didn't understand how to add items or whether that's important or not.
It is pretty important. I think it's important. It will be for your weapons, that's for sure. So in Roll20, the fourth tab across up the top is compendium. It's looks like 3 books. Yeah.
Yes.
Go down to gear.
Yes, I'm on gear.
and then open up your character sheet, and you should just be able to drag the gear straight onto your character sheet.
But what are the rules about it?
Oh, what was your profession?
Master blacksmith.
Oh yeah, artisan. You rolled. I'm trying to remember what. Oh, you rolled a 1 or a 2, I think. So, do you still have that PDF that I sent through with all the stuff? I can just tell you. I'll tell you. Warhammer, small. So
Warhammer.
that might not be.
Okay.
I wonder if
I'll
that
paste
is-
it into the chat for you.
It feels like a weapon.
Yeah, that's probably a weapon. What it says Warhammer heavy or light. Let's go light, I guess, is Warhammer small.
I found
Yeah.
the search in Roll20 pretty good, so rather than search through the categories, I just typed it in.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
And then you just
Nice.
drag the word to the backpack, and it pretty much just moves that word to your backpack.
Yeah, so in the Video Ninja chat, there's a list that Reese just chucked in there for you. So you can just go through and drag all of that across.
Who's Dangon? Dangon. Dangon.
Dang,
I'm giving it a go. Dangon.
the list.
That's your-
I'm not sure if
You're
I'll go
Dan-
with the list being truthful because that is the nickname that I rolled, and I was like, I don't really
Ah.
want to do a list.
Ah,
That's more of a duck thing, isn't it?
Your
Like
name is
that.
Dangon. What the fuck? That's Dangon. I can't say that for 8 weeks or whatever I'm doing this. every Tuesday night. I can't say Dangon. Hello, Dangon. I can't say that. Come on,
What's wrong with Dangon? Christoff? Dingle?
Dingleberry.
Dingle the berry.
So, all right, we'll go into a little bit of the extra sort of rules, and I think in general, like a lot of what we did when we played Dungeons and Dragons, in general, we kind of ignore a bunch of the kind of carry rules. You know what I mean? But there are some stuff that matters in this, so we'll go through each of these like one at a time just to see how we feel about them. So one of them is called weapons at hand, which is you can have up to 3 weapons at hand, which means that they're worn on your belt or otherwise readily available for use in combat. Shields count as weapons as well. So you can have a sword and a shield and something else, but 3 at any time, that's it. So you can't just stock up on heaps of stuff and just swap between them on the fly easily. You can keep them in your backpack, but swapping on the fly is going to be much harder. Those are kept under weapons on the character sheet.
you can drag weapons over there as well.
Whereabouts is... Oh, at the bottom there. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
I've got a knife.
Fuck. I wasn't realizing how the drag and drop worked that I had to scroll down. I've added 4 Warhammers.
You're only allowed 3 on hand.
Okay, got it.
Helmet and armor. Any helmet or armor worn on your body is recorded in its respective section and does not count towards your encumbrance. So there are some special helmets and armors that come with different banes, whether it's sneaking, evade, or acrobatics for the armor, or awareness or range attack. So it's kind of like if you're wearing this big clunky helmet, you're going to have a bane for any kind of awareness rolls because it's going to be harder to see that kind of stuff. So if you have a helmet that or a piece of armor that says there's a bane, you just click that and it'll automatically adjust your rolls. Food, up to 4 rations of food count as 1 item in terms of encumbrance. So this is where I'm just like, do we care too much about food? Because there are rules about like hunger and all this kind of stuff that we can get to, or
I
completely
think we should do that.
ignore it or utilize it.
No, I think you should use it because it's like a hex crawl thing, right? And you have to get food. And...
Yeah, you're right. I don't know if it's a hair. Is that? Let's have a quick look. I'm just going to check. This is something. At least I should know if it's a hex scroll. No, it's not. It's not a hex scroll. But there is like there's a giant map and there are distances, and you can travel X amount of distances. But it's a hex scroll without the visuals of a hex scroll, basically.
People's like abilities to gather food and stuff would make sense. Otherwise
Yeah.
Sorry, what's a hex crawl? Is it an STD?
So you know how in Twilight 2000 there were little hexagons everywhere.
Yeah.
That's a hex crawl where you're like in one shift you can move to another hex and certain things happen. So you're going slowly across the map hex by hex. So 4 rations of food count as 1 item in terms of encumbrance. I'm trying to figure out if this actually lists encumbrance anywhere.
Oh, yeah, it does. Inventory, the right-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
A backpack is an item in this game. I didn't realize. Scholar doesn't have one, so he only has 6 inventory spaces.
Oh.
And next to backpack, there's a little button. If you click it, because you do have a backpack in your thing, it bumps it up to 8.
Oh,
okay, cool. So I guess that's a different addition or something to your backpack that you can get. Oh, and it says above it 7 out of 5 for your inventory. Who's that? Dangan. So you're already in. What's going on, Dangan? Oh,
I've got a backpack.
Is that a backpack in your backpack?
It's an item that I dragged on.
Just click the button next to the backpack, and that.
Oh, instead of adding a backpack, you just click the
don't
button.
add a backpack. Just click the backpack button.
I see what you mean.
And now remove the backpack. And you're good. Okay, that's good. Thank you for figuring that out. That's great. So you've got 7 inventory slots. Although food, can count as 1, but you can have up to 4 rations, which you've got 2. Anyway, torches and lanterns. A torch, lamp, or lantern is an item. Their fire may go out. Lamps and lanterns can be refilled with lamp oil. Cool. Arrows and sling stones. You do not have to count every arrow you're carrying. Instead, each quiver of arrow counts as a single item. As long as you have the quiver, you can use your weapon. So we're not counting arrows being shot, which is good. But if you lose your quiver, you don't have any more arrows. Backpack, we already figured that one out. Heavy items, really heavy items count as 2, 3, or even more normal items in terms of encumbrance. These will be indicated by having a weight, 2, 3, or 4, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you know why my 7 slots are taken up? My large tent takes up 4 slots.
That'll be why.
So good.
That'll be why.
Well, I've got to travel in comfort.
Can you have merchant man's wares at the top of it? Like it's this moving shop.
Oh,
Half the tent is his shop, and the back is for him sleeping in it.
Most of it would be sleeping.
Yeah. Tiny items are not counted as inventory. You can add them. They have to be no bigger than a fist, I think, a closed fist. Single coins.
like a small glass sack,
for example. Yeah. Well, your memento doesn't count as taking up space anyway, so that's all good. Single coins count as tiny items and do not affect your encumbrance as long as they are fewer than 100. 100 to 199 coins count as 1 item. 200 to 299 is 2, and so on. So you can start getting encumbered by the amount of coins you're carrying as well. I don't know if we wanted.
What's tracking it for us is quite good.
That's true. Does this track?
Because otherwise it's annoying, But the inventory, I'm 7 out of 7. So what happens if you're encumbered? Do you travel slowly?
Over encumbered, you can temporarily carry more than your normal encumbrance limit. In that case, you must make a strength roll whenever you want to move in a round of combat or walk for a shift of travel. If the roll fails, you must either drop what you're carrying or stay where you are. So you can just be like, look, so you're over encumbered, you go to roll because everyone wants to carry on for the day. And if you roll and fail, you're just going to have to stay there or drop something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're at max though, right? You're not over encumbered.
Yeah, you have to be over. No. Yeah. While carrying another person, you automatically count as over encumbered and cannot fight in combat. So while carrying someone, which is cool. If you have a horse or some other riding animal, the animal can carry your gear for you. Wagons and boats can carry even heavier loads, and there's a whole page for that. The next thing is this interesting? There's specific things that we want to touch on, or am I just going to read you all the book?
I really want a donkey. Now you've said all this, so that's on top of my list.
Well, I mean, like, if you want, you can change your role with this.
No.
What's interesting for you guys?
Hopefully I find a donkey.
Mental note: no donkeys in the Misty Veil.
This is a mule. It's not a donkey. The
Okay.
next village, guys.
All right.
Let's try again.
Maybe
Dog
we
and
can.
a donkey.
All right, donkey. I'll note that down. So XP is kind of how this. You know how like with leveling up in D&D, it's either you can accrue XP by fighting things, or there's like moments where your dungeon master levels you guys up. There's not really leveling in the same sort of way. How your character is now is basically how they'll be for the rest of the campaign. The only things that can be improved are skills that can be bumped up. So if you crit success or crit fail a roll, you just check the little box next to that thing. So if Dangan tries crafting and fails or succeeds amazingly, you tick that little box. At the end of the session, we then have like a bunch of questions. I think there's like 5 questions. If you say yes to those, you can pick a random skill, put a little tick next to it. And then each of you can roll to try and get over that amount. So if, for example, that crafting one, you'd have to roll over 5. If you get over 5, you can bump it up by 1 point. Yeah, by 1.
Can Shannon roll to improve his name?
I got rid of it. I was going to say I'm not Dangan now. I've just got the letter D.
D.
Is that okay?
The big D.
Is that okay with you?
Long
I know that you're rolling with your special ability of overbearing.
Overbearing. Getting out ahead of the roleplay, really warming up into it. Oh look, I didn't make you change it. If you feel D is better than Dangle,
is this a passive aggressive overbearing? I'll be.
No.
It's like dragon, but with.
It's like dragon and dungeon being mixed together, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dangon.
Dangon.
Falls out of the mouth like a clanger.
Dangon neighbor.
The other thing, so you can't increase anything past 18. So 18 is the highest you can go. If you increase something to 18, then you can get a new heroic ability, which is.
Do you pick one? Like, let's say if I max out Beast Lore for my new heroic ability, can I get stabbing attack?
Your new heroic ability can be whatever you like from that heroic ability list.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
There's a list.
Yeah, there's a list. And so we'll get into that when that occurs, which may not be for a while.
Thank you.
You can also increase skills by getting a teacher. So a shift of intense training with a teacher whose skill level is 15 or higher. So it can be each other, I guess. You can spend a shift learning, and you can just make a roll immediately without waiting for the session to end. So if I don't know, Dangon wants to teach some bartering to somebody, just a shift with Dangon explaining it can help boost it up. Actually, he has to be 15 or over. I don't know if he's over 15 on anything. So I don't think Dangan. I
got a high charisma.
Every time you say it, it's like punching me in the throat.
Oh, it's Dangus now.
Throat puncher.
Dangus.
Dangus.
Angus is better.
Is it?
Like Angus, except with a D.
Oh, from AC/DC.
If you call yourself Dango, then we can sing a song on when we're traveling between towns.
Dango?
Dango?
Oh, no, my name-o. No.
Yes.
Dangle.
I like that. Dango. Heroic abilities, and we're not doing magic. I think that's kind of it for the basics, I think the only other thing is time is calculated a little bit differently in this game as well. There's rounds. Firstly, where's the time? Time.
100 seconds to each minute.
No, I think time still works correctly. Oh man, where is it going to be? I'm going to fail to find this now.
It stretches and shifts and rounds and skills.
Yeah, there's shifts, rounds, and there's something else. Rounds are for when you're in battle. Shifts are if you're traveling from one area to another, it's like a certain, I think it's 15 kilometers of travel is like a shift. And then there's like, if you're searching a room or something, it's a 15-minute section of time called a stint or something. It's something like that anyway. We'll figure it out. We will figure it
Page
out.
3.
Page
Round is
3?
3 seconds. Stretch 15 minutes. Shift 6 hours.
Stretch. Page 3 in your thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Round, stretch, and shift. So there you go. So exploring a room or taking a stretch, because there's different types of rests you can take, kind of like short and long rests and stuff like that. But it's a stretch rest and a shift rest. We can. I'm happy if we use D&D terminology to make things easier as well, to be honest, if that's what people know. But that'll come in when we actually get started. Is there anything that we need to cover that you guys think we might need to cover before we...
You mentioned the thing where you're like, what sort of feels do you want? And is there stuff or on off the table of the general theme of the game and that sort of jazz?
Yeah, session 0 stuff is usually about...
Just before we get into that,
yeah.
I missed the part about hit points, about how hit points are calculated.
Whatever your constitution is your hit points. And so if you scroll to the bottom of your character sheet, you'll see willpower points and hit points. So it's already been updated.
Oh, and so the format on the sheet 0 of 12 is like how many you've taken.
Oh, you can. I think it's probably best like click the last circle on your thing and just fill it up. So it'll start with 9 of 9, or for Dangus.
He's changed his name again.
What have we got now?
It's worse. It's worse now. You can't even say it now. It's like Icelandic.
So yeah, if everyone on your character sheet goes down to willpower points and hit points and just like click the final dot on your thing, you'll have them all set up. Because I think when you use your willpower, it'll automatically subtract from there. And hit points, I don't know.
Oh, we want them to be full.
Yeah.
Full willpower.
Yeah, full willpower, full hit points.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we've got everything sorted. What's this armor rating? Is that so you don't have an armor rating because you have no armor? Armor rating. Let's have a quick look at armor rating before we get onto that, because I hate...
Negative.
Most of us don't have armor, right?
I have some armor. I have some leather armor, and I think I've got a rating of 1. I think.
So basically your armor will remove damage. So when you get attacked by something, if you take X amount of damage points, your armor will just nullify however many points that is. So if you don't have armor, then you don't nullify points automatically. So you just get damaged.
Oh,
gotcha.
Do we use up our armor, or is it just -1 every time?
So things can get damaged. Like weapons can get damaged as well. So if someone, if you go to attack someone that has like an armor rating of like 5 and you only do 4 points of damage, then you can risk breaking your blade. But we'll get into that when we actually come into battle for the first time. We'll go over that.
Right, so how do if I get attacked and they roll a number?
Yeah.
What does that go against? So that I like, because in the other ones like I don't know,
Your DC.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no DCs, nothing like that. There's 2 different types of enemies. There are monsters, and then there are NPCs. Monsters don't roll shit; they hit. Everything they do hits you.
I don't
Whoa.
want a monster.
Everything they do. NPCs roll, and if they roll in the same way you do, you might like roll for something, and if they go under that score, they will just hit you.
So a monster just you see a monster and it hits you. Is that right?
In like the way initiative works is it'll be like you'll pull your initiative cards, and depending on how ferocious those monsters are, they might get multiple initiative cards. So they might move more than once in a fight, in a round. Every round you re-pull initiative cards, so the order changes every round. Okay, you get like one action on your turn, just like the monster gets one action for their initiative, but they might get multiple initiatives. What they have on their list, they don't have to roll for, it just hits. So you can use your action on your turn to attack or do whatever, or outside of your action, outside of your turn, you can use your action to react, and that can be things like dodge or parry. So if a monster goes to attack and you haven't had your turn yet, you could use your dodge or parry, but now you've used your turn up for the round. So it's kind of
terrifying.
Yeah. And the fact that your guys' HP doesn't really increase outside of getting a very specific heroic ability, it can be pretty dangerous, the fights.
Dangerous.
That's the name.
Yeah. So fighting is definitely a little different.
So you want to stay away from fights?
Stay in the marketplace. Sell stuff from the tent.
yeah.
Stay in the tent, everyone.
So I mean, I think we'll get into certain things like healing and combat and damaging weapons and all of that kind of stuff as we
Stock
get
take if you're a merchant.
So yeah, I think let's just have a quick, since we're talking about damage and stuff, let's have a look at the different like rests, right? So you can, what sort of rests are there? Like I said, there's a shift rest and a stretch rest, which is on 52. Healing and resting. So a quick rest, you can do a round rest, so you can rest during a fight, I guess. You can take your turn to rest. A quick rest that lasts just a single round. During a round rest, you recover only D6 willpower points, no HP. So if you're running out of willpower points and you just want to sacrifice a turn to boost your willpower, right? A stretch rest can only last for one stretch of time. You can heal D6 of HP or 2d6 of HP if someone else is tending to you. So,
that's cool.
So after battle and you can just want to slow down for like a couple of hours, you can. During a stretch rest, you also recover D6 of willpower and heal a condition of your choice. So that's kind of, things are getting hectic. So it's not about avoiding fighting, but you might find you guys taking more rests more regularly. You can only have a stretch rest once per shift. So maybe not too regularly. A shift rest lasts one full shift of time and can only take place in a safe location where there are no enemies nearby. During a shift rest, you recover all your lost HP and willpower and heal all conditions. If it's interrupted by combat or hard work, it has no effect. Yeah. So none of this I suppose that's kind of like D&D. You can't just take a rest in the middle of like a dungeon crawl or anything unless you have a very specific spell or
a very large tent.
Yay.
Yeah.
So healing, I guess that comes in handy. I haven't picked that. Has anyone got healing?
I've got healing.
Nice. And there's like a bunch of different, there's like diseases and you can drown.
Chafing.
I've got a few of those.
On the feet, the fungal issues.
Athlete's foot.
Yeah. There are severe injuries as well. So if you've, there's no, I don't know if death is the same. We'll deal with this when we get to combat. But if your HP reaches 0, it's not specifically dying. You do get death rolls. But if you've got someone within like 10 meters and some of you and you're in a down state, someone can persuade you to rally despite having 0 HP, so they can rally you to your feet and you can just keep fighting. But it obviously you have a lot of banes to your rolls and stuff like that. If a single attack reduces your HP to a negative score equal to your full HP, then you die instantly. So that's fun. If you've been reduced to 0 HP but survived, then you can get a severe injury. But that's a that's a bonus, an optional thing. So we don't have to worry about those if you want, but we can deal with that at some point. We're running out of time, so let's talk. How do the characters know each other? That might be a fun thing that we can discuss as well. Why are they traveling together to the Misty Veil?
What is the Misty Veil?
Let me bring up some details about the Misty Veil specifically.
There's a famous mountain range there, isn't there?
But you'll be making your way over this mountain range. Let me tell you a little bit about the Misty Veil. It's a fabled place that for centuries remained beyond human reach. According to legend, the valley was once the heart of a powerful dragon-worshipping empire, but this great civilization fell into ruin and the valley was overrun by orcs. Surrounded by high mountains, the Kama Mountains in the south, and the Dragon Fang Peaks in the north. Remnants of an ancient road system can sometimes be seen in hollows and passes between the mountains. Yada, yada, yada. It's named so because of the impenetrable haze that often lies thick over the area. It's mainly consists of old growth forests. There are 2 large lakes and vast wetland near the Kama River.
How about a merchants convention? Like we've got a merchant, we've got a scholar, an artisan, and a hunter. They all go together to see this new veil. Like it's a big baggage train of people ready to go and do that.
Yeah, Dungeon Master. What about that idea? If you could, it seems to have gone missing in action. That's no good.
That sounds
Tickle's funny bone there.
That sounds great. That sounds like a great
I don't know
idea.
what that would have been.
A merchant convention.
Whereabouts was the merchant convention?
Merchant
in the Misty,
con.
in the Vale.
Just in the Misty Veil, yeah.
In the Misty Vale, just over the mountains, just down by the
Because
river.
it's cheap.
Yeah.
To
I've
hire.
got
The venue is cheap.
I've got a current situation information here that might come in handy as well. A decade has passed since humans started returning to the Misty Veil, as they call it, due to the thick haze that covers the valley, drawn by rumours and legends of hidden riches and lost knowledge from the old dragon-worshipping empire. Equally significant was that the dwarves of the Kama Mountains, who for centuries have traded with human settlements, reported that the ferocious orcs who long dominated the Misty Veil seemed to be withdrawing. Many adventurers fastened swords to their belts.
Wait, you corpsing a bit. The dwarves, because I'm a dwarf.
Yeah.
Have the other dwarves pulled out of the region? Have they?
They'd been trading with human settlements. Reported that the ferocious orcs who long dominated the Misty Veil seemed to be withdrawing. So there's already dwarves there. They're the ones that have been helping people know that the orcs have been leaving. Many adventurers fastened swords to their belts and made their way to the mysterious valley, but settlers with pickaxes and ox-drawn carts were also attracted to the legendary site. So there's going to be, whether you guys have decided to head there to find some of the wealth of treasure and stuff that was already there, maybe it is a great place
I'll be into the money.
For the merchants to meet up as well, to maybe find stuff to then take.
I don't want any fucking merchants trying to take get all the money. You want to go to places where there aren't and merchants already, and if you have a dwarf with you, they'll be able to maybe introduce you to the other dwarves. Dwarf convention.
Not all dwarfs are like Dolph.
Are they?
You think we all fucking know each other just because we're all dwarf?
I had assumed.
Dolph Dangren. Okay, we've changed to Dolph Dangren.
Had assumed.
Yeah.
I love Dolph Dangren.
Dolph Dangren.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's
one. I like
very
Dolph Dangren.
Well, it's
Dolph and
working for us.
Christoff.
The guy from Rocky.
Yeah.
Rocky 3. Or is it 4?
I haven't watched a Rocky movie. I've never seen a single Rocky movie.
Oh, dude.
I watched Rocky 1 and 2 just recently.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, number 1's good. Yeah.
All right. So basically, so what was the agreed on? You guys are just. Why are you guys together? Did we land on something?
How about like an ancient carpool? Like we all want to go there for our own reasons, but there's a bit of strength in numbers. We've got the hunter, got the dwarf, and the scholar merchant team. There's 4 of us.
Oh yeah, so like you'd met up in a tavern outside of the Misty Veil and was just like, one of you was like, I really want to get there, but I need people to look after me.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I could bring my big tent.
Do you think Wilggis is doing that as part of his like his journey to find his path? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. For searching for enlightenment, this Misty Veil sounds perfect for that vague direction in his life to go and find. It's been out of bounds for a number of years, and all of a sudden all of the mystical stuff has been happening. Yeah, he's keen.
Is everyone else happy with that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Shannon?
I think maybe
Shannon's like...
No, sorry.
So Moj, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying that maybe Mallory had always wanted to go there because it's got like forests and rivers and lakes, so it's good for hunting and fishing. But she never got around to it because she always had life. And now there's like 3 guys in a tavern talking about wanting to go there, and it's like, oh, I'll take this chance. Head over there, see the sights, get some trophies, make some money.
Awesome. And as a hunter,
none of us are getting any younger.
Yeah, limited years left in this old duck.
Yeah, cool. I think as a hunter, you're probably the most, out of the group, the most ready to kind of guide, I think, as well. You've got like an artisan, a merchant, and and a scholar. Yeah, so it's kind of like you're the only one really that's kind of like, that can see that these guys are just going to get lost or
Wait,
killed.
how old is everybody in the party?
Adult dog.
Adult dog. There's no like young people. It could be like it's a midlife crisis wilderness trip.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And all these guys from the office are like, oh, you know what would be cool? Let's go up into the mountains. Yeah.
We've
There's
all
hunting
been
and
made
fishing.
redundant.
Yeah.
Yes, we've all redundant.
Yes.
And we've got mortgages to pay.
Yes.
And we've received a modest to / small payout. And we're going to spend it on this once in a lifetime trip to the Cummer Mountains.
I've heard about those. Got to see them. Geysers.
How much money does everyone have? Like 7 silver with Christoff. What's everyone got?
Got 8.
Oh, yeah, you guys all did get pretty poor payouts.
I got 8 silver.
I haven't rolled.
Oh, okay, no, that's all right.
Oh, do you roll for money?
Yeah.
What did you just put in a random figure?
No, it's part of my merchant.
Yeah, no, well, that's how you roll for money. It is like whatever you're
it's not an extra money.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, so each of your gear has like a amount of silver.
Yeah. That's like your starting money. I don't think there's any other.
Yeah, you get a bigger chance. So you've got a D12 for silver as a merchant.
Oh, is it okay?
Scholar had a D10.
Yeah.
Knights have D12. Knights are good. I should have been a knight. Maybe that's my whole thing. I wish I was a knight, but I'm actually just worked in a shop my whole life.
Also, money is much easier in this system. It's like 10 copper is a silver piece, 10 silver is a gold piece.
That's in D&D, isn't it?
I thought it was like 100. I think it's 100, but there's like 5 different types of coins in D&D in there.
They're
like platinum and
Electrum
and copper and And it says basically most transactions are in silver.
Okay.
In this one. All right, so you're all being laid off. You're all deciding to go for
Lost our jobs.
yeah. What is it? A vision quest over into the Cummer Mountains.
Is there some sort of economic downturn happening?
Oh man, we'll make this real. Make it incredibly real.
A bearish market.
Yeah, it's like a burger and fries is like 8 silver pieces. You're just like,
Ugh.
man, how am I supposed to? Yeah.
Well, I
Lastly,
can see why I would take a bunch of you out into the wilderness. I have 1 silver coin.
nice.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Nice. I like that. There might be some bartering. It's like, I can find today's food if you guys can. Pay
I have
for
a
this.
14 for barter.
Hey, nice. We don't have much time left because I know Adam's going to get going
No.
shortly. No-goes, and we want to talk about like things that we're happy to have as part of this. Are there things that you guys have experienced in previous RPGs or D&D or anything like that that you enjoyed or didn't enjoy, things you are happy to have as part of the adventure, things you do not want as part of the adventure? I'm open to hearing all of it. I hope you like passive-aggressive NPCs because that's all I really know how to do.
I don't think there would be much trouble. I think.
No. I think there's all
like-
the typical like no-goes are the other ones that we're all adult enough
Yeah.
to understand.
And if you're going to be like, I have a character that's doing the opposite of what people want to do all the time, I think everyone has to be in on it. You know, like, oh, let's agree to do that as it goes along.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's even a normal thing to do.
Is there
You know what I mean?
morality? Is there morality points? Like if we go into a town and we just kill everybody? How does that
Oh
work?
yeah, those are good. If you
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
can
like that.
definitely utilize those. I don't see the need for them unless you're going to really go into that like violence.
oh yeah, who is violent?
Wilggis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just I was meaning in Dragonbane itself.
I don't believe so, no.
Okay, all good. Yeah.
Other than just like, you know, the game master being like, oh, hey, you've killed everyone, so now everyone's afraid of you. Like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, there's no specific point system.
Can we get a 5-minute break each session?
Absolutely. We'll make
Very
sure
important.
we'll do the same thing that we normally do at 9 o'clock. We'll take a
Join a union.
Yeah, the players are going to unionize.
I have a 5-minute break.
Yeah, we'll try to aim for like an 8 o'clock start, as in like be here at 8, and then it'll take us a little bit, just to maybe 5-10 minutes before we get started. Like say hello to people in the chat if people are in the chat. We've had a few people talking about this today, which is great. And then we'll get into it 9 o'clock or around 9 o'clock. I'll find a break in the story to have a 5-minute break for us. And then around 10 o'clock is when I'll aim to end it so that we've got time to do like the session questions so that we can assign XP and hopefully level up every single session, hopefully is the idea.
Do we get XP for today's session?
No, nothing. I mean, actually, you know what? You do, but actually, you know what? I'll give that. So this is a session. This is 100% a session. But you're going to say no to most of the questions. So
Yeah, what are the questions?
Yeah, I'll run through the questions that you'll get
Have you
every.
done acrobatics?
First one is:
Have you done?
did you participate in the game session?
Yes.
So
Yes,
you tick
amazing.
a random one of the things that you want to chance at leveling up. So just tick
Okay.
the little white box next to it. One of the ones you want to level up. Did you explore a new location? No. Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries? No. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? No. And did you give in to your weakness? No. Well, Adam, I think you did the overbearing thing. So.
Whoa.
Got him. No.
So one of those
I
things
dare
is
question the game master fearing of me.
so one
no.
of them was overcoming a
Character
barrier or
creation.
something. With a barrier without using force. That's interesting.
Overcome
Trying-
an obstacle, yeah, without using
Trying to find your
force.
name. That was
Oh, I'm going.
So for today,
But I mean, that's a good thing for a game, like to not just to encourage not just killing things.
so that was written. It was very similar with Alien RPG as well. So at the end of every session, there were like 5 or 6 questions there as well, and it just helps. I think with that system, it was a little different. Everything you say yes to, you get 1 point of XP, and then you can spend 5 points of XP on leveling something up once you'd accrued enough. But with this one, so hopefully you've all ticked one thing. So we'll go through one at a time. We'll start with Reese. We'll do the same sort of order we did the characters. Reese, what did you tick?
I ticked swords.
Okay, cool. So now roll for swords.
So do I click on swords?
Yes, you click the word swords.
Okay, I've clicked it, and I get a 13, and the number currently in the box is 10.
So if you look in the chat, it's got like in red at the bottom, it's got a 10, which shows you what your current stat is. And it shows a 13 is what you rolled. So because you rolled over, you get to improve it by 1. So in swords, whatever, hover over it, and whatever number is there, just add a 1 on top of that.
I see. So the 5 I had turns into a 6, which gives me a total of 11 for next time.
The 5 you had what?
So swords was one of the skills that I buffed out of my
right.
10 skills. So the inner number was a 5.
Yeah.
I've changed it to a 6. So now what I see when I don't click on anything is 11.
Perfect.
Okay, and then I untick it.
And then you
because
untick it.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Thank you. One more question. There's an
Yeah.
update button in the chat. Do I care about that update button?
Update
Just to the
button?
just to the left of the 10.
In the chat.
Oh, that little
It's
circle.
re-roll.
That's
Yeah.
a re-roll. So that's if you want to push your roll.
Okay,
So I'm not sure.
thank you.
I don't know what happened there.
I can roll it
Shannon,
for you.
Shannon pushed it instead. Hopefully that didn't.
Oh,
give
that's
you
a push, is it?
That's
Yeah,
like if you push, you can re-roll. And if you re-roll, so that was a strength-based one, then he would become exhausted. So you risk getting like a chance of succeeding, but you also risk becoming exhausted. So you still might not succeed, but yeah. All right, Moj, what did you tick?
I took swimming.
Okay, give us
I figure she can always use more swimming.
give us a swimming roll.
Oh, meets. Oh no, it wasn't meets it. Yay!
So
That's
you needed
under it?
so
higher.
you needed to get higher. So you originally had 7. You rolled a 12, which is good. So you rolled higher, so you can update your swimming by 1,
Oh yay! Okay, great.
and then untick the box. Adam, which one did you tick?
Bushcraft.
Bushcraft. Give us a bushcraft roll. Nice.
Yes, so I get to take a 6 to a 7 on bushcraft.
Yes, you do. Yep, you rolled a 9,
Great.
which is over, which is great. And then untick bushcraft. Shannon, which did you pick?
Awareness. Meets beats.
Meets beats is a pass.
Is it?
It is. It is a pass.
12.
So you can push that up to a 13 now.
7. Okay.
Oh, that would have been a good one to pick.
One thing for the game, what kind of tone are we going for? Are we going for serious?
60s sex comedy BBC sort of.
Oh, like Are You Being Served?
Yeah.
Dad's Army.
Yeah, Heidi High, that kind of thing. Oh, those lots of stupid innuendo that no one really
Carry on
enjoys.
coming.
Carry on
Carry
covers
on.
mountain.
Carry on Dragonbaning. Carry on. No, are we like going for comedy? No. We're not.
I think we'll go our usual tone, the same sort of tone that was with like Caldera's Call and like Lost Mine.
Serious
Thing like that.
But maybe a bit more serious than Caldera's Call, where we walked into that guy who was beating up his giant centipede.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe more serious than
I
that.
don't believe he
And
was
there were cock and
actually doing
balls
that.
on
But
the
yeah,
walls.
yeah. Yeah, I
Because
think
it seems like a serious world.
with Mallard
I'm a
people,
duck. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem very serious at all.
Yeah, Mallard and
yeah.
wolfkin and
Dogs are
stuff.
serious.
I
Okay.
don't
Medium?
get from what I get from like the book and from the adventures we're running. It doesn't seem hyper serious. It's not like Curse of Strahd or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everyone good with that? If there's stupidity occasionally.
I can see you thought it would have been
Yes, please.
quite a serious world. Dolph Dangren.
Christofferson. Was it? Is it?
Yeah. Any other questions? Because I think that's a good question. I prefer like the kind of Saturday morning cartoon kind of lightness to it, to be honest. So it's just fun and heroics and duck creatures just walking around. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
DuckTales.
Woo.
Yes.
Yes, we should all be ducks.
That would have been
So
great.
we redo this.
Let's start again, guys. Yeah.
I have no
Week,
problem with
starting
that.
characters again.
Yeah. I think I'm ready. I think I'm good to go. The next session, you guys will be heading over the mountain range. I just had to make sure I worded that in a very apt way. Heading over the mountain range into the Misty Veil. So that's kind of. I don't think there's anything.
Really coming down the mountain.
In the next few days, do get some like character art to me, so I can make some tokens that I can put into the game that I can assign to your characters, and then at some point, probably in our first session, maybe I don't know, we'll go through some rules about combat and any other things that we might stumble upon to as we progress. But I think other than that, we're good to go. If you have any other questions about the game system before we go live next Tuesday, just ask in the chat. We can chat about them in there.
One more question. How cool is Free League?
Oh, that is a good segue. Thank you, Reese. Free League is very cool. In fact, it's so cool, they gave us 3 copies of the Dragonbane core set to give away on Roll20. So you can actually run your own games on Roll20 using. So you'll see all the stuff that I think you'll get everything that you'll see us using. And I'll just need to figure out when I want to give them away. I've got a new system in place where we can I think I can just let's test it out. Maybe not. Maybe I can. Oh, here we go. Giveaway. I've got a giveaway tool in the chat bot that I'm using, and it'll go live. You'll have the whole session to enter, and then at the end of the session, we'll draw a winner. So we'll do that for session. Let's do that session 1 for one. We'll give one away next week. First session, we'll give away the first core set. The other thing is this adventure can be kind of as long or as short as you want, because of how it's being pieced together, how as a games master you piece it together. So it'd be great to understand how big of an adventure you guys are keen on having. It'll make way more sense as we get into it, but if it is just you guys only have 4 sessions that you want to play this, that might be a bit harder to get it all done. But if you guys are keen for a couple of months, then it should be pretty good to get a decent chunk of
Do we have did I miss what we're doing? Is it our goal is just to go to the Misty
What
Veil?
more info do you need?
You're going to the
That's
Misty
it, just
Veil.
sightseeing.
That's all you need to. Yeah. Maybe you guys can talk about that in the chat and land on.
But there's no quest or anything that we're given.
You guys haven't been given any kind of quest.
Make your own reason to go there.
Yeah. It could just be because you've heard that it's opened up. The orcs have left, so more people have gone in there to try and find treasure and.
Yeah,
Where the
it's
orcs
the
go?
Czech Republic.
Oh, does it?
What?
Does it sound like the Czech Republic?
Yeah,
orcs have
when,
left.
when communism fell and people started going to the Czech Republic on holiday. That's this.
Like Prague,
That's in the Czech Republic.
Bohemia. Yeah, let's do it.
Bohemia. Okay, my great granddad. I can't wait to
Yes,
check
sir.
out Russia in the summer. I hear good things about Gondwana land.
Castle. Yeah.
All right. So we good? Any other
Yes.
thoughts and questions before we call it there for the night? Are we feeling good about this? Yeah, cool. Awesome. See you guys all on Cover Mountain next Tuesday. I think.
Yeah. I'm on top of the world. All right.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We're going to be
Guys,
live the same time next Tuesday. So we've moved to Tuesday nights just so we can get Shannon involved. I wanted to have Shannon in here.
Is it really?
Yay.
Whoa.
He'll love that call out.
Yeah.
I'm moving it to.
So we'll be here 8 p.m. New Zealand time next Tuesday night. We'll get started with Dragonbane and the secret of the Dragon Emperor. If that's it. Or the secret of heading into Misty Veil for money.
Spoiler,
and riches.
yeah.
Sorry.
Dragon Emperor, okay.
All right. Thanks, you guys, for going through all of this. Hopefully, this has laid everything out for next Tuesday.
Okay.
Cool.
Cheers,
all right.
all.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.